Before the video starts, I just gotta say that from today to December 10th, I'm actually participating in the Support a Streamer event that Blizzard is having, which means if you give 2 subs to my Twitch channel, you'll get this funky little Echo skin. I think it looks good. And obviously, if you can't give subs, that's perfectly fine. To be honest, it was just kind of cool to see my name on this list. Okay, enjoy the video now. Or with moose is not mooses or moose, it's meese. I don't give a fuck. I feel like just moose work. I think just moose works. Sniper? Where? Oh, I was really hoping for a funny clip. Thank you. Fuck, I missed all of my primaries, so I lost my charge. The drag. I already saw these. I saw a couple of the things that I liked, and the rest are very interesting. We can talk about it. I'm gonna state if I like this shit or not. We're making a general change to the amount of ult charge retained when swapping heroes, reducing it from 25 to 15. Yes. I'm a big fan of that. Let's look at changes coming to some of our heroes for Season 8, starting with some of the larger changes coming to our tanks. The tanks. This is where it gets good, guys. There are times when Doomfist players use his ultimate purely as an escape. It's a little disappointing to activate Meteor Strike and intentionally land on a health pack rather than enemy players. Starting in Season 8, Doomfist will now regenerate 75 health per second while in the air. Excuse me? That's a fucking lot. I read this and I think, okay, that sounds a bit insane. Use it purely as an escape, as a bit of a defensive thing, right? It's a little disappointing and to intentionally land on a health pack rather than enemy players. So instead of increasing like its damage or something along those lines, we're just gonna make it to where it's even more defensive and you sit in the air for HP. Tanks are supposed to take and create space, and when Ramantra is in his base form, he can be a little too easy to ignore, so we're going to shift 100 of his health to armor, as well as slightly increase the size and damage of his projectiles to see if it helps. I don't know what they mean by we're going to shift 100 of his health to armor. Is 100 of his already base health just going to become armor? And then he also gets this buff? I don't know how to feel about the Ramantra change. I don't feel like Ramantra's that bad. He's not great. There's definitely better tanks, but I don't think he's that bad. Winston isn't the best matchup for other tanks. This is a part of his kit, but the disadvantage feels too extreme, and we'd like to alleviate it a bit. In Season 8, Winston's Tesla Cannon will now ignore armor's damage reduction. Ignore armor's damage reduction. I'm pretty sure it's all damage reduction and not just armor from what I've heard. I love Winston. I'm a big Winston lover, but I've always kind of been against like buffing him for no reason, and if they do buff him, it's gonna like be like really small. This is not small. Brig, watch out, okay? Brig players, watch out. Winston is coming for you today. That's one of the things that made Winston like not super great, is because he sucked against armor. This is too much. I don't think we need to change Winston. I think Winston's like the most balanced character in the game. Moving on to a few changes of the DPS heroes. Let's start with Sombra. She had a lot of moving parts recently, and we feel like she's in a much better spot. Her win rate hovers between 45 and 48, depending on rank. However, her ultimate still isn't as satisfying as it could be, so we're going to raise the ability lockout time of her EMP to 1.1 or by 1.1 to 3 seconds. 3 seconds, and reduce the amount of damage it does from 30% to 25% of maximum health. This brings her ultimate more in line with her hero fantasy and is much sharper in its effect. I don't think it needed to be 3 seconds. If you want to buff the time, make it like 2 seconds. I think 2 seconds would even make it a lot better. Because EMPing, right? EMPing, hitting your shift on somebody and then trying to burst them down. By the time that 1.5 seconds is gone, your like supports or someone get their abilities back to save them. But if it's 2 seconds, that's a little bit longer to where you might be able to like actually finish off the kill to you virus. 3 seconds is gonna make me want to die. Bad change. Soldier 76 has enjoyed a lot of success in Season 7. He's a really well-rounded DPS, and the self-sustain from his heal can make him really difficult to deal with while he's in his radius. Rather than reducing the effectiveness of the heal, we'd rather open up larger windows of opportunity by increasing the cooldown from 15 to 18. Bad change. If you're just revert the buff that you gave his healing thing already. Like a couple patches ago, they like giga buffed Soldier randomly, and they also buffed his healing station from 35 to 40 HP a second. The self-sustain from his heal can make him really difficult to deal with while it's in its radius. So let's not make it a little bit easier to deal with. Let's just up the cooldown so it still feels just as ass to play against, but it feels even more ass to use for the soldier because you have to wait longer. These are fantastic changes, Blizzard. Good job. Round of applause. Does anybody remember how much damage Tracer's pulse pistols do? I wouldn't blame you if you don't. We've changed them a lot. If you guess 5.5 damage per shot, you'd be right. That's what I was guessing, guys. I got it right. But not for long, because we're changing them again back to 6. The previous change to 5.5 was made to offset a bug with their fall off and spread. Now that those bugs are fixed, we're moving them back to their previous value. Don't buff Tracer. Why in the fuck are we doing this? That feels like lunacy, man. Max damage, right? You think about it. She has what, 40 ammo? 40 times 5.5. Whatever that is. I don't know that off the top of my head. I don't care to know it off the top of my head. It's 220, I think. But now it's back to 6, and that feels really unnecessary. It's gonna make it a lot easier to confirm kills, which was unnecessary for Tracer. Let's look at some of our support changes. Brig was the best performing support hero since the last patch. We are seeing your feedback that she's becoming a must pick. We're going to revert the damage on Whip Shot to try and bring her back in line. That's fine. I'm fine with the nerf on Whip Shot. I don't think that was necessary to begin with. We're also looking at the damage potential of Baptiste, and we'll be lowering his primary fire ammo from 45 to 36. Make it more annoying to play as Bap, and make it not any less annoying to play against because the breakpoints are still the same. And this is not a nerf. Bap is still broken. This isn't a nerf, guys. Believe it or not. Bap did not get nerfed this patch. So, L patch. Yeah, don't got shit else to say about it. You cooked with 2 things. You cooked with 2 things, and that's reverting it back to the way it was before. Good job. Okay, I got a free pick. We're 5v5 now. Okay, dude. Why is that there? That feels so irregular, man. Kill back, kill back. Reaper, turn around! Reaper! Bro was oblivious. What the fuck? Why the fuck is it 20 degrees outside? I hate this. I don't hate this. I'm fine with 20 degrees. 20 degrees, shorts weather. Widow and Pharah. Really? You want to do both of them?
Of course they go Cass.
Better than Widow. Why are you complaining about Cass? Was it the Doom that said that? I can understand it. I just don't usually hear people complain about Cassidy over Widowmaker. Guys, I think the best part about winter is the fact that warm feels so much better. Like, the feeling of warmth is so good in comparison to in the summer where warm doesn't feel good, but you feel cooled off. Natural, like, feeling warm when it isn't warm is just naturally better. It is. For everybody, I think. Where in the fuck? See ya, bitch.
Oh no.
Oh my fucking god, he just got absolutely rolled. He just got absolutely steamrolled. And it was not even close. Up top? Where was he? His bow's right here. What the fuck? Where was he? Spider-Man? Okay, that's it for this video. Go check out my Twitch because everything that happens there is very similar to my videos. And if you like the video, please like the video because people usually like the things they like. Okay, bye.